What's up everybody, my name's Fluffy and welcome back to the Game Zone! Today, back playing Doki Doki Literature Club Part 4. Let's get straight into it. No, I don't want to override the save. What the fuck? No. Oh. Load game. There we go. Loading will lose any unsaved progress. Yeah, whatever. Right, here we go. So we're now back into the game. Where we left off is, so we've got the festival coming up. And we're all preparing for it. So, let's get straight into it. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry. I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of us. All of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great! Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part in the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? Yeah, I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, why do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon-ika. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori! I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course! Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile and a little jump apparently. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Fluffy, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading it in a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Fluffy. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Eh? Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Fluffy. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Eh? She's been so happy ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her head. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. You're so funny, Fluffy. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I've said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so maybe you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the only one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Okay, we'll go with Monica first. Let's get her out the way. I think we'll go Monica, Yuri, Natsuki, and we'll go with Sayori last because there's something clearly not right with her. Hi Fluffy! Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised that you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together. I see. That kind of reminds me about how Sayori's been a little bit off today. Yeah? Did she tell you anything? Well, Fluffy, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? I haven't, have I? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since she joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. A lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky, victim of the current of the winds. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That was a nice poem. Nothing weird at the end, like the last one. Okay. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical, God's sake, philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, we wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to show your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way and will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I just need to quickly put in that the person or the company who made this game, Christ, the way that they write stuff is really good. The whole narrative story and even the poems themselves. Christ, that's actually really impressive. Right, we'll go with Yuri next, because she's got the hard to read handwriting. So expect me to mess up quite a lot. Well done, Fluffy. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore, but it's a great way for me to spend some personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Fluffy? Eh? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know. As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Eh? Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I've always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri! What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to show your poem now? Okay. Here. I hate her handwriting so much. Beach. See, I can't read the first freaking sentence. What was that? A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface. Under the clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey crawling clouds, an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everyone can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is where the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to the earth forevermore. Okay. That was nice. That was nice. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. You say that like you didn't even want to write about it. Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Natsuki and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Natsuki wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, our thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Right, so let's move on to Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course I'm at least trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? Eh! No! Gross! It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? That's, it's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out there, even if I have to put up with you. Ah! Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh god, did she hit me in the stomach? Oh! Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry. I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? Yeah, she clocked me right in the stomach. With her elbow as well. That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I could do it back to her. And again, she does look kind of thin, so I might break her. I guess that's kind of the point. Ha! Get it? Elbow? Point? Hey! I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway! Natsuki holds a poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Oh, I couldn't hold it. Please tell me I'm not the only one who sees the funny side in that. I'll be your beach. I'm so immature. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought it had left you long ago. But if you let me be by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Yeah, it was really good. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn. Well, that's... Jeez, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Okay. I thought that one wasn't too bad. But now it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for Sayori. And hopefully we find out what's wrong with her. Oh, she's smiling. This is your best one so far. It's really, really nice, Fluffy. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey Fluffy, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Why is she so fixated on Yuri? She asked if I would walk home with her, and now she's expecting me to write like her. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Oh, that was me talking. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Yuri. Sayori. Yuri? Oh god, I got Yuri on the brain. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori. No! Fluffy! I don't deserve this. Oh, is she crying? Oh, fuck no. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steadily all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori! I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori! I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Fluffy. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Sigh. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. That curious expression from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, you guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so... Oh, just completely got blocked. Completely blocked for what I asked. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them and different flavours. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted! And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Uh-oh. Guys, can you help me to come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's... Oh. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez. Can't even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I could tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great! You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Fluffy. Oh, fuck. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Fluffy may not be around, might not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on! I never said that! How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Fluffy too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys! Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Fluffy to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this down already? Yeah. Fluffy, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with bollocks. Who do I go with? Now, I've seen gameplay of if you go with Natsuki or Yuri, so I know what happens if you go with one of them two. I don't know what happens if you choose Monika. I don't know what happens if you choose Sayori. So I'm gonna save it. Return. What happens if I click Sayori's name? I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer to help in Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbours but Monika said that Sayori was helping her! Jeez! Do you really hate us that much? No! Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be so difficult. Oh, you can't choose Sayori. Okay. I guess Monika? Sayori's helping Monika, so there might be a way for me to spend time with Sayori as well, if she's there. Like I said, I know what happens if you choose Natsuki, and I know what happens if you choose Yuri. I know where those two kind of tail off to. Should we choose Monika? I mean, out of the three, she's probably my least favourite. No, correction. I'd say Yuri's probably my least favourite. I'm going to go with Monika just because I don't know what happens if you follow her line. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked me! Hold on 1 second! Yeah. Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of us all. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Fluffy was the one who... that doesn't matter! You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me! Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah! We have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good of a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. I get it. It's technically most logical for Fluffy to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Oh, so you can't choose Monika either. Okay. And it causes the other two to fight. So you have to choose one of the other two. Okay, well, based on that, I'll go with Natsuki. Because Yuri is my least favourite. She used to be one of my favourites when I first heard of this game. But I don't know, it just all switched around. Yuri's probably my least favourite. So I'll go with Natsuki. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry! Baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. Oh, I actually feel bad for it now. Just no one can say anything. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So, that's everything, right? Anyway, we need to talk about... No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yeah! Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. Oh, that was me. What about you, Fluffy? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested and see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look! Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performance. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hand and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? No, not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I also are taken back by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile, feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah! Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Oh shit. We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gone home and realised that you didn't have any other way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? I got her number! You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay? I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really going to show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me some dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like, in front of everyone, that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is. So, alright. I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. Can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday. Even though I would have preferred to do it with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I got pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monika said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Okay, so Natsuki's coming over. Still worried about Sayori, because I have no idea what's going on with her. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. It's probably because she's a bitch. Ah, fucking skipped what that said. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like that we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been really worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monika said, is it really for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. This house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. Oh, the music stopped as well. Oh, I don't like it. I head up to her room where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, she looks cute. Hi, Fluffy. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is always messy, as it always has been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? That was Sayori's talking. Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monika told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival's preparations, right? Oh, that's true. What about you? Are you going to be helping Monika today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Fluffy. Eh? Why can't it just be like it always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you would have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You've really put me in a trap, Fluffy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Fluffy? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. How is it even possible that Sayori has kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Fluffy. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends, get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Fluffy. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. Oh no, don't stop crying. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This scene, man. This is really hitting hard. Only because I've known people who have had depression, and you know, I've also gone through it, and I've had these types of conversations with people, and it's Jesus, man, it's all coming back. Okay, let's just get through it. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Fluffy! Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then it's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Fluffy! Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No! Don't do this to me! Please don't do this! Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. If I get mad, I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling well, I'm not feeling nothing, is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Surya wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Shiori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kinda hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Shiori and exit her house. Wow. God! That scene! That really, like I said, that hit. Oh, this game. Like, there's some points in this game you just really can't crack any jokes, and that was one of them. That's the music as well. That was definitely the most emotional scene so far that I've done in this game. Just, yeah. Woo. Okay, let's carry on. We've got Natsuki to come over yet. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Shiori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Okay, the music's changed now, so let's try and cheer up, guys. Okay, that was a sad moment we had. I admit it was a deep, sad moment, but let's try and cheer up. Let's get back into it. We've got this pink-haired biatch coming over now. We're gonna bake some stuff, and hopefully we don't die of food poisoning. So let's do this. I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Okay, she looks cute. She got a... Yeah, she's got a little cat on her shirt. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than a school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Oh, just noticed because the banner disappeared, she's wearing like a pink skirt. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You brought everything I asked you to. Oh, you brought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients, and if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarkily like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even going to offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, hey! Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Yeah? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than a lot of people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words, and her face turns red. Natsuki! Forget it! I didn't say anything! I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, then there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, so finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To colour the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different colour. That way, even if the flavours aren't different, everyone can still pick their favourite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food colouring into each. Ah, that does look pretty good. See? It's not like baking is just following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use food colouring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the ice before you mess with the food colouring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. Just takes a little bit longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. That's one way to put it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to empathise, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got out of my face! And whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Ah! She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish! I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh, hello! Ah! Stop! Not until you apologise for calling me gross. Fine, fine! I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh shit! Whew. I don't know if it's just because of the baking, but it's getting a bit hot and steamy up in here. Oh yeah, she's embarrassed. What? Did you seriously just? Ah! Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls, unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. Ah, she's... I think she likes us. She looks kind of cute. I notice a swallow. Her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Oh god, there's always someone to bloody interrupt it, innit? Fuck's sake, fire alarms, cop blocking, fucking pieces of... yeah. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses another mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another movement, the fire alarm stops. Did I read that wrong? Oh, whatever. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. Ah! That smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they look! She proudly shows off the different coloured cupcakes in each of the trays. They look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope we can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. Like me. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes and other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Eh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word that they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea. So, Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute! Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you just say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we finally finish, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together! Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but... Yeah, don't, because you eat one, and the next thing you know, you've eaten a lot, and then you suddenly double your size, and the next thing you know, you're at Weight Watchers. Yeah. My dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, she'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, my dad cooks. I need to eat as much of it as I can. Huh. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you could probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish you would listen to me. I wish you would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Oh, shit. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt, as if holding onto me. Oh no, is she gonna kiss me? Her rose-coloured cheeks and matching eyes filled my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Oh, she jumped back. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! Oh, shit! Huh? Hi. Sayori. Just now, we weren't... It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you shouldn't have you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of the cupcakes before then. Anyway, later! Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki? How close you got to her? It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. And that all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face off. Stop crying, please. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? Why am I supposed to be I'm supposed to be happy for you? Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I just disappeared. Sayori, don't say that. It's true! If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Here we go. Yeah, we're getting to it now. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. I like you so much that I want to die. And that's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always want what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give you. Sayori, can't do that. You'll always be my dearest friend. I can't do that to her. To be honest, like, Sayori has never also really been one of my favourites. But reading this out to you guys and trying to do the voices and sort of the emotion behind it has really made me sort of cling to Sayori. Like, the scenes with her just connect to me because of past stuff as well. So now Sayori is now sort of become my favourite. So we're gonna say it. To be honest, it's probably some people might think, no, that's not what she needs to hear. You just need to be a friend. And if you say this to her, then it'll be like an overload. It'll be too much for her. But god damn it, that's what we're gonna say to her. We gotta cheer her up. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realised it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realise that you are truly the most important person to me. And that's why I'll accept all of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I'll know we'll both be happy. Ah, look at that. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori, I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now? Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah. I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know what I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Ooh, Jesus Christ. That all got heavy. Fast. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I'll override that one. I'm gonna save it there. And I'm gonna leave this episode here. Whoa. Definitely a more heavier, serious video of this game so far. Sorry that in terms of commentary I haven't really been able to sort of say as much things that could possibly make you laugh or anything, but that was just a very serious episode, and you can't really crack jokes at times like that, especially when it can be so relatable. Like, Jesus Christ. So I don't even know what to say at the moment. Yeah, that was definitely one of the heavier episodes. Maybe of the entire game. I can't, like I said, I've seen video play of this, but I haven't seen absolutely. I can't remember absolutely everything that happens. It's been a while since I've watched any gameplay of this. So, yeah. God, I don't know what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna stop talking. So, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching it as I enjoyed playing it. My name is Fluffy. This has been the Game Zone. Bye bye.